I greatly appreciate it. And then we will get on our way. So if you could just let me know if you can hear me or not. Maybe? Can you hear me? I'm hoping. Hello, can anybody hear me? And then once I get clarification that someone can hear me, we will get started. So can everybody hear me okay? Yes, okay, wonderful. So it has been a rough couple of weeks. It looks like this will be another rough week, but it is what it is. So I am caught up on emails and messages and texts and voicemails and every other communication form. So that is good. We are getting quite a bit of orders out tomorrow. So if you're waiting on eggs, most likely you already got a tracking number today. We printed out the labels today. And so we are getting ready for that. I do need to mention a winner for our 18 and under contest. But before I do that, welcome everybody. We do this every Sunday at 7 p.m., except for last week, which I did on Monday. But every Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I go live on our YouTube channel, Myshire Farm, for a live Q&A. So if you have any questions concerning quail or your business or anything like that, I am here to try to answer your questions and help in any way that I can. A couple fun things that we do. Number one, if you want to let us know where you're from, I always do a shout out. It's fun to see where everybody is from. And then also, if you've hatching eggs from us this week, let us know how the hatch went. I write it down for our records. I keep track of all that to let you know an up-to-date average ship rate on hatched eggs. For 18 and under or what that entails is anyone that's 18 and under can email myself or Jenna at jenna@myshirefarm.com or Zach, Z-A-C-K, @myshirefarm.com, and let us know why you want to start raising quail. We want to encourage and enthuse the younger generation to get involved with self-sufficiency, growing their own food and eggs, entrepreneurship, and so much more, responsibility and things like that. So that's why we do it. The winner will receive 60 free Myshire Farm hatching eggs from us, as well as a Wynola Ranch cage, so pretty much a starter set to get you started. So that's what we do. I announce the winner the first Sunday of every month. However, these past couple weeks have been a little crazy, so I have been off my game, I guess you could say. But the winner for this month is Cody Thurman. And I didn't write it down. I believe it's Plymouth. I think it's Plymouth, New York. I know it's New York. I think it's Plymouth. 12-year-old boy, family of 5. And his reasoning was that everybody has a job in their household to be a little bit more self-sustainable, and he does not have one yet. So he wanted this to be his self-sustainability role in the family. And I thought that was a very good reason. So congratulations to Cody. And I've already emailed him. But if you're watching, congratulations. And you'll want to text me your information and we will get you. So without delay, start. Oh, also, I have a huge surprise that everybody's going to want to know, or most people are going to want to know. So once we hit 100 likes, I will let you know what the surprise is. So stay tuned because you won't want to miss it, because it will be the last time of the year. From Northeast Ohio, welcome. Yes, it's Mountain Dew because I've been averaging about 4 hours of sleep for 3 weeks. Desperate times. Holly, 25 rare mix hatch this week, so excited. One has splay leg. It's not getting better, but he's able to get around. What's your best suggestion on how to take care of it in South Carolina? Welcome. 17 out of 25 is fantastic. Wonderful job. And typically, if you can catch it within the first that glass, tape, rubber band, things like that. After about 48 hours, it's typically not fixable. Verna's in the house. She is our moderator. She does a wonderful job. Kiki's in the house. Says hello from Texas. Welcome. Not Django in the house. Van Fleming. Now. Okay, hold on. Can you hear me better now? I will wait. Can you hear me better now? I'll get you a little bit closer to me. Wonderful. Unfortunately, that's a brand new mic. So that's disappointing. Very disappointing. All right. Well, crap. I will talk a little bit louder so you can hear me. And I just got a text message. I did not read it. I believe we have the winner for the UK contest. If you could re-text me, I did not see it. And there's really no way I can get to it now. But I'm sorry you couldn't hear me. Look into a different Iowa. Welcome. Dan Sharp is our winner for the UK contest last week. We have someone that is doing a giveaway. So you will want to text me at 937-760-7282, Dan Sharp. I will get you in touch with the person that's doing a 100 egg giveaway in the UK. Obviously, we cannot ship there at this time, and we will get you taken care of. Earl Nichols says, good evening from Sunbright, Tennessee. Welcome. Not Django says, my quail are 4 weeks old, and it's averaging about 20 degrees every night. Am I good to turn off their lights? It's completely up to you. I would, if it's 20 degrees at night, I'd probably keep the lights on for another week. It's hard to say. 4 weeks, yeah. If they're inside, then yes, I would turn off the lights. If they are not inside, then no, I'd keep the lights on them. Let's see, Holly Judd 17, I got that written down. Congratulations on that. Ron says, hi, Zach. I'm excited for my eggs to ship. Hope to get high hatch rate. Me as well. Best of luck to you. Susie says, Zach, how is mom and grandma? They are better. Slow but surely. They're doing a little bit better. Suzanne, thank you for asking. Susanna Fierro Brown says, hello from San Bernardino, California. Welcome. Ron Ward from Ontario, Canada. Welcome. Susie from Lakeland, Florida is in the house. Welcome. Don Cook from Eagleton, Oklahoma. Welcome. Kiki in Houston, Texas, and Jeremy McGee in Louisiana. Welcome. Joshua from Millsburg, Pennsylvania. Welcome. Buster from Oklahoma and Michael from Katy, Texas. Bob Simmons, hello from Iron City, Tennessee. My 120 mix started hatching today. Got 10 so far. Let you know next week the total. That's great. Best of luck to you. Cajun Calvin says, I had 42 out of 50 jumbo wilds with 30 out of 42 hens. Well, you can't really beat that. That's great. Congratulations. 42 out of 50 jumbo Wonderful. Congratulations on that hatch rate. Arthur is here from Burbank, California. Welcome. I'm glad you can make it. Kelly from Georgia's in the house. Annette from the Upper Peninsula of Michigan. Welcome. Robert from Minnesota's in the house. Dr. No from Jonesboro, Tennessee. Arthur says, I want some free eggs. Well, I don't think I'll be doing any giveaways this week. Most likely, I will be doing some giveaways next week, as next week will be Christmas week. So we will go all out next week. Before I go any further, I forgot to mention that I'm going to stop questions at 7:45. You'll have a chance. And at 7:45 to 8, I will be doing kind of my own thing. Hopefully you will enjoy it. We kind of discussed it, I think, last week, but it was kind of off and on. So I'm going to make it a mini series, but this week I've got something. Is anybody else buffering? Because I am not on my end as far as my iPad. I am buffering, off and on. Okay, hold on just a second. Okay. It is a little windy here, but I'm surprised that would do it. Are we any better? My screen looks a little bit better. I'm moving something around. Hold on just a second. We will be... Did buffer. Wonderful. Okay, hold on just a second. I don't really want to do that step. Oh. Okay, hold on. So much for a new phone, huh? Okay. Let's see if that works. If we're buffering again, Verna, if you could send me a text so that I'm not reading the screen, that would be helpful. But hopefully what I just did worked. If not, I got to do something I really don't want to do. Okay, I'm going to get through this sentence. So, 7:45, stop the question. 7:45 to 8, I'm going to do something that's on my own. Hopefully you will enjoy it. And remember, I've got some really big news. I tell you what, I got some really big news when we hit 50 likes. So I need one more like. Support the channel, hit the like button, and I've got a big announcement for everybody. A couple big announcements, actually. So here we go. Hello, Zach from Wyandotte, Michigan. Welcome. I'm buffering again. Okay. I am buffering again. All right. I might lose you. I might not. I don't know, but I'm going to have to do this to reset it. Be patient. I'm sorry. Before I do this, just in case we get majorly interrupted, I am putting... Am I buffering now? Are we good now? Fine here. Okay. So real quick, I'm putting Jumbo Wilds back on the website like as soon as the video is over. So Jumbo Wilds and a bunch of other stuff will be back on our website starting tonight. That's one. Number two, I kind of already mentioned, but next week is Christmas week. So I have a lot of fun stuff planned. I probably won't be answering as many questions. We're going to be playing a bunch of games, doing a bunch of giveaways, including Winola Ranch. And myself, we're going to be doing a lot of fun stuff for Christmas next week. So stay tuned for that. Join us next Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for that. Now, we've had some buffering issues, so I'm going to disconnect and connect again to something different. So if I lose you, be patient. I will be back. And if I can't join back in, then I'll start a new video. But I'll get to the questions. So give me just a minute here. Or actually, let's wait until we buffer one more time. So next time I buffer, Verna, if you could just text me, I would appreciate it. But we will keep going. I was asked how your mother and grandmother is. They are doing better. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Rhoda Lynn says hello from California. Hope your mother and grandmother are feeling better. They are a little bit. Thank you very much. Freezers in the house from Lexington, Massachusetts. Welcome. Jerry Alexander from Sultan, Washington. Welcome. Let's see. Caney Fork Riverman says St. Helena Island, South Carolina is in the house. Welcome. Robin C says anyone having sound go in and out. I hopefully fixed that. Sounds, yes, that's when we were talking about all of that. Let's see. Kasumi Rose is in the house. Hello, William. Country welcome from Jackson, Wyoming. Welcome. Let's see. Marie's in the house in Northwest Indiana here. Hey, thanks again, Zach, for everything. Not a problem. Best of luck to you. Verna, are we buffering at all, or is the sound off at all? If you could text me, I'd appreciate it. A. Jones says, hi, Zach, checking in from the northeast tip of Ohio. Welcome. Carrie Cowherd says hello from Southwest Missouri. I'm wondering if you ever trim vents to help with fertility. The last couple of batches of my eggs haven't been fertile. I'm trying a new batch now in with the white wings from you. No, I have never tried that. No. Okay, wonderful. So far we're doing pretty good. No, I've never tried that. We switch out our males twice a year for fertility issues. We switch out our hens once a year. All is well. Wonderful. Thank you, Verna. But no, trimming I've never attempted. Random Quail says, what did I miss? Not much so far. We had a giveaway winner to the UK. We had a giveaway winner for the 18 and under contest. We did hit over 50 likes. So I announced the big surprises. Number one, next week is not really going to be a Q&A. It's going to be more of a kind of a game week, kind of just a relax and enjoy week. We're going to be doing a bunch of giveaways. I've got at least 10 games planned for giveaways. It's like it's a trivia kind of game. So it should be a lot of fun. And you get free eggs if you're the winner. So that'll always be fun. We'll see how it goes. We'll do our best. And then also tonight after our video, I will be putting Jumbo Wilds and a bunch of other things back on our website. And then in 2 weeks, I have some new stuff going on the website. So stay tuned for that. That's pretty much all you missed so far. Cheryl A is San Diego, California. Welcome. Junie from Chester, Virginia is in the house. Welcome. Got that taken care of, hopefully. Alan Malone says, can you use mobile data? I am using mobile data now. So hopefully that's why it's fixed. I actually have a little hot box down here that I do my videos on, but it's been hit or miss lately. So I just turned my mobile data on, and so far, so good. Let's see. Robin C says, LOL, so what were we saying? Hopefully everybody heard everything. It's kind of been a crazy week again. Crazy YouTube video. It's got to get better. Just hang in there with me. I promise it's got to get better. So just to recap, well, let me answer some and then we'll do a recap. Not talking to me. I love how happy your quail sound in the background. It sounds like they're cussing me out is what it sounds like. Jeff says, hi, Zach from Louisiana. Just put my Jumbo Wilds in lockdown tonight. Fast shipping. Received 30 beautiful, perfect eggs. Thank you, Zach. Not a problem. Best of luck to you. Let's see. Bellalise Trucking. I hope I said that correct. I'm sure I didn't. I apologize. You shipped me eggs last Monday, the 14th, and it said they would be Friday. Still haven't seen them. I'm just in Indiana. It says on the tracking thing they are still in Ohio. The 14th. Today's the 13th. Not too sure. If you want to text me, maybe your order number or something, or the name that's on the order, I can look it up and look into it for you. 14th hasn't happened yet, though. Arthur says, I just bought my cage from Winola Ranch. They are beautiful. Thank you. Best of luck to you. We really like them as well. Carrie Cowherd's not talking to me. Sandra B says, hi, just got in. Sound is good here in Connecticut. Hope the family is good. They are doing better. Thank you for asking. I appreciate it. Tanya's in the house from Southern Indiana. Your eggs will be going out tomorrow. So best of luck to that. Carla's Garden is in the house from Port Arthur, Texas. Welcome. Brian Patterson from Texas is in the house as well. I meant the 7th. It said they would be here Friday the 11th. Yeah, if you want to text me the information, I'll look it up. Even if we shipped on Monday, there's no way it should have. I mean, I believe you. I'm just saying there's no reason that it should have said delivery on Friday. It should have been Wednesday delivery. So I'm a little confused on that unless you went later in the week. If you want to text me information, I'll look into it. R&J Farm from Kansas is in the house. Welcome. William says hi from Wisconsin. Got our eggs. All were in great shape. Thank you. Wonderful. Kasumi Rose is in the house. Says hello. Juanita Field says my eggs shipped out on the 6th. No signs of them yet. That's strange as well. If you want to text me your information as well, I'll look into it tomorrow. Maybe it's a post office thing. I don't know. I did print labels early. So I printed labels on Monday and then shipped out Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. The labels that I printed Monday because, well, I've been not at the farm very much. So I'm trying to consolidate as much time as possible. But I'll still look into it because even if I shipped Wednesday, they should be there by now. So let's look into that. USPS is horribly slow right now. Hopefully they get your eggs to you soon. Yeah, I mean, absolutely no, don't worry about it. We'll fix it. I'll look into it. Worst case scenario is we reship you at no cost and we'll try again. But we'll try to find out what's going on. Braden from New Mexico's in the house. Alan Malone says, just being nosy, but what's the brown boxes behind you? Brown box. Those are USPS boxes that we ship in. Zach, when you ship my eggs tomorrow, the feather sex will mix overlap the others in my order. I ordered Autumn Amber, SSC's, Jumbo Wilds. What? I don't know what you mean. I'm sorry. Caney Fork Riverman. I don't know what the comment meant. I'm sorry. Tanya says, yay for eggs going out tomorrow. So can I possibly get something I'm not already getting? I don't. You'll have to text me because I don't know what you're asking. I'm sorry. Susan says, I have some of your jumbo mix I got in an auction. We'll be going into lockdown in 7 days. That's great. Best of luck to you. Gary from Franklin, North Carolina is in the house. Susan Palmer from Montana is in the house. JH, I'm not raising quail yet, so I'm curious, are quail always this noisy? Well, I've got about 6,000 of them in there. So yes, if you have 6,000, they will be. But typically no. Lou Vang from Missouri is in the house. Crabtree's Honeybees. Can we get 2-day shipping for an extra fee? USPS is crazy right now. We do ship 2-day shipping on everything. That is all the questions right now. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask. I will do a recap of things that we talked about in case you missed it. So number one, we had the giveaway winner for the 18 and under contest, Cody Thurman in New York. The 18 and under contest is anyone that is 18 and under that wants to get more involved with self-sufficiency, entrepreneurship, more responsibility, self-sustainability, anything like that. They would just email myself or Jenna and tell us the reasons on why they are interested in it. We do the giveaway once a month, and then they get 60 free eggs from us and a Wynola Ranch cage to help them on their journey. And then I will be putting Jumbo Wilds and a bunch of other things back on our website in stock tonight once our video is over. Next week, we will be going live at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Sunday. However, it will be less of a Q&A and more of a game night, if you will. And we will be doing a bunch of giveaways, kind of a trivia night, things like that. It'll be a lot of fun, or I hope it's going to be a lot of fun. We'll see how the internet does or how YouTube does for me, but hopefully that'll be a lot of fun. I hope you're enjoying that. If you can, support the channel by hitting that like button. I really appreciate it. I will finish up the comments and the questions, and then I will be talking about something some people had some questions on that we talked about last week. A lot of you missed last week because it was on a different day. And then we will finish it up and be done for the night. And then we will do it again next week. So I think that is kind of where we're at so far. Where was I? Mike says, hi, Zach from Louisiana. Post office delivered my eggs today. Took about a week. Is this a problem? The eggs arrived safe and sound except the one I broke. Yeah, I wouldn't worry about it. Most likely, I printed the label a day or two in advance just because I haven't been on the farm very often. So I will be, I am on the farm. My mom is now fine to be on her own. My grandmother is now with someone this week where I will not have to be going anywhere. So I will be on the farm full time this week, every day, every night, I hope, I pray. So things will get back to normal. So the eggs are still collected the same day that they were shipped. However, I printed labels in advance. So I printed on Sunday, Monday. Some I didn't ship until Wednesday. I think I actually shipped 3 boxes on Thursday. But I mean, they're still laid the same day in advance. Just the shipping label was a little old just because I can't spend all that time each day. I had time on Sunday, so I did it then. So hopefully that answers your question. But yeah, don't worry about it. Again, we guarantee a 50% hatch rate. I don't think it'll be a problem. But I do want to look into those orders that are still not delivered. That's a little concerning. How would you suggest I get my hens to start laying again? I have them on 18 hours of light, 28% feed, oyster shell, what else? 28% feed's a little high. When you have a 28% protein feed, that typically means that you have like a 0.7% in calcium. So that's probably one of your major issues right now, are right there. I would suggest a 15 to 20% protein, a 3.5 or 1.5. What is it? I got feed right behind me. Hold, please. Calcium. 3.5. It is 3.5% calcium is what I recommend. In fact, yeah. Let's see. So we use a 17% game bird feed. That's 17% protein. However, our calcium is 3.5%, and then our fiber is 4%. Both of those are massively important for laying eggs and laying proper eggs and laying healthy eggs. So typically when you get a 28%, it's usually a starter grower. It is not a layer, which means typically your calcium and fiber is much, much lower. And to me, that's a big issue. So that is where I would start. Dr. No says, I hatched some wilds from elsewhere, and one had silver and dark brown stripes rather than light and dark brown stripes. It's 4 weeks old now with a white chest instead of rusty. Is this common? I mean, every once in a while if it was just one of them, then I wouldn't worry about it too much. I wouldn't use it in your breeding program at all. Zach or Verna, what I meant was I ordered 6 breeds and Feather Sexpool was one of the 6. My question is, will the Feather Sexpool be the same as some of the breeds I ordered? You'll have some. I can't remember what you ordered. I know you said in a previous comment. You'll have some. I mean, the Autumn Ambers. The Feather Sexpools are Wilds, Autumn Ambers. Oh, I got to go in order. I can't do that. Fab Fees, Pearl, Snowy, Egyptian, Golds, Autumn Ambers, Sparklies, Pansy Fees, Wilds, White Wings, and that's it. Kelly says, hey, Zach, feel free to ship those eggs you were holding for me till the 19th. Hatcher passed all my tests now. Wonderful. I believe that was the 240 Feather Sexpool. I am sold out of Feather Sexpool, so it will go out on Saturday. Yes, I see your order right now. You're 4th from the top, but I already used Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday's eggs in advance to get out other Feather Sexpool orders. What is the biggest mistake you made with your breeding programs? Biggest mistake. Very good question, Heather. Biggest mistake. Okay, I got a good one. I wasn't as picky as I should have been starting out. So for example, my jumbos, a lot of people know we have very good jumbos, some of the best that there is. When I started out, a jumbo is considered to be anything over 10 ounces at 10 weeks old. That was our standard. If it's 10 ounces or higher, then it goes into the breeding program. That is the minimum amount. So if I would have started being more picky with my entire breeding program from the start, I'd be light years ahead of where I am now. But unfortunately, I was just going with the standards or the minimums until about a year into the program. And I go, wait, hold on. I don't want to be minimum. I want to be maximum. I want to be the best. So then we put our own standards into place, and it's going very well. That was probably our biggest mistake. I I hope that's a good answer. Let's see. Todd says hello from Illinois is in the house. Welcome. We are not doing any more moderators right now, Freezer. Angela says, hoping for an update on my order. Ordered on November 30th. If you want to text me, I would assume you probably got a tracking number today through email. I don't see it up there, but I don't see all the orders either. If you want to text me the order number, I can look into it. Let's see. Mike from George is in the house. How do you advertise your quail business? You need to be available and friendly and knowledgeable, humble, and get your name out there by answering other people's questions, being involved in people's posts on Facebooks, posting pictures of what's going on, doing things on purpose, going to go talk to businesses. I mean, there's a million different things. That looks like all of our questions. So remember, next Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we will be doing another live video. It's not going to be really a live Q&A. I will be answering some questions, but it's more going to be hanging out, having fun, doing kind of a game night, virtual game night with everybody, and doing a bunch of giveaways in lieu of the Christmas season. So I hope you can join me next Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Again, if you could support the channel by hitting that like button, I would greatly appreciate it. And then what I will do now is, man, I'm getting a lot of notifications. I'm going to talk about something that I discussed last week. About 5 or 6 people texted me this week and asked me to go over it again. I'm not going to go over it all. I'm going to go over one specific part. I hope this helps. You might want to get a pen and paper or something to write with, because this can be beneficial to multiple avenues in life. Something somebody taught me a long time ago that's very, very helpful. If you have questions, I'll answer that at the end. And then I've got some comments and questions that are coming up. I'll answer those. So if you have questions concerning Coturnix Quail or anything I can help with, go ahead and ask now. I'm going to go over what I kind of had planned to talk about real quick. Take about 5 minutes, answer the rest of the questions. Then we will head out. And then remember, next Sunday we'll have a game night. Hopefully you will be able to join us. And then also, once this video is over, I'll be putting a bunch of stuff back on our website that will be available, including Jumbo Wilds. And I've got some really big surprises for you next week. So, with that being said, I will answer the questions that have happened so far while you're getting a piece of paper and a pen to write with if you choose so. And then we'll get going. Let's see. Unknown Drifter says, how many quail do you hatch each year? Oh, dear God. Hatch? I have no idea. Tens of thousands. But I don't know a number. I am shocked that usually never happens. The questions stop. Yes, we're trying a couple things differently. Plus, I've got about 4 hours of work left tonight. Minimum. Maybe 3. It'll be close. Jerry Alexander says, are Tibetans feather sexable? No, they are not. Amy Lynn Casper says, evening, my order that was sent out Monday still is not here. Post office giving me the excuse of COVID-19. If you guys want to send me your info, I'll look into it. I'm thinking most likely the label was printed, but they weren't shipped until later in the week. But it could be a USPS thing. I'll have to look into it. Alan says, can you ship hoodies to the UK? I've not really done much with the whole apparel thing, but that should be finalized within the next 2 weeks. I was in the middle of making a contract, and then life happened. Zach, is there a possibility of getting something different than the other breeds I ordered when it comes to 25 feather sexable eggs in my order? I really don't know. You can text me if you would like. However, I don't know. I'm pretty much using all eggs in my barn tomorrow to ship. So I don't know where your order is at as far as if it's going out. If it's going out, then probably not. If it's not going out, then yeah, I can work on that. Amy Lynn says, I'm in Lorain County. Welcome. Juanita Field says, when is the Myshire merch coming out? You will want to tune in next week because I've got some really big announcements for the beginning of the year. So stay tuned is all I'm going to say now. Unknown Drifter says, have you been having trouble with delays of shipments through the postal office? I've not heard of any until the 3 tonight, but it might not be a postal thing. It might be that I just shipped them out late. I don't know. But no, other than that, I haven't heard anything. Doc Holiday says, Zach, how did you make Snowies? I don't order Snowies, but didn't get a single one. Mostly pearls, some really dark browns and English whites. Snowies are kind of tricky. It's about 3 different colors. The best way to get Snowies, which I don't really recommend, but the fastest way to get Snowies are pearls and GPC, or pearls and SSCs together. Unknown Drifter says, how's your mom and grandma doing? I hope they're well. They are doing much better. Thank you very much. All right, so hopefully you have your pen and paper if you want to do this exercise. We're going to talk about RAMQ, R-A-M-Q. It is something that someone taught me a long time ago. I will not be going into depth quite as much as I did last week. We will not be doing the exercise or anything like that. I'm just going to give you this little tidbit, and then we'll move on. But RAMQ is an acronym, and it stands for R-A-M-Q. R for recognition, A for advancement, M for money, and Q for quality of life. Now, with that being said, the rule is that everybody, is going to be motivated by one of those 4 things. One of only those 4 things. Everything comes down to one of those 4 things. If you're an employer, if you are at a job that you are in charge of hiring, if you're self-employed and you hire employees, whatever the case may be, you're looking for someone that is highly motivated by at least 2 of these motivating factors. However, you can use this in every aspect of your life. Recognition, advancement, money, and quality of life. So for example, let's say you're trying to sell your product for your business. Well, everyone's motivated by 4 things, right? One of 4 things. Is it recognition? Is it money? Is it advancement, money, or quality of life? So for example, is it going to advance them in what their goals are? If they're wanting to be more self-sufficient, are you pushing the self-sufficient aspect of it? If it's quality of life, then maybe the quality of raising their own food or having eggs on demand, rather than having to worry about going to the store or store-bought stuff, maybe that's very enticing to them. Maybe they want to have a little side business and you need to be talking that up. And it works with everything. Friendships, it really helps with parenting. Even children are motivated by one of those 4 things. Recognition, acknowledgement, advancement, more responsibility, more opportunities, money, or quality of life. More free time, more playtime, more whatever. Once you find out what really drives someone, you don't manipulate them, but you work with them in a knowing pattern to benefit yourself and them at the same time. So hopefully you can think about that, see if that works in your life, or if you can apply it up, apply it into your own life at any point in time. That really has helped me out in a lot of jams. It's really helped me out every year when I do my goals, when I do my budget, when I do all that stuff. That is at the forefront. Can I do any better with those? Am I hitting the goals for myself? Am I hitting those goals for my wife, for my family, for my kids, and so on and so forth. So I hope that helps a little bit. I will answer the rest of the questions, and then we will call it a night, everyone. Because I still got a lot of eggs to collect, and boxes to make, and labels to print, and Quail to move and sex out. Oh, it's going to be a long night. When ordering 50 to 100 hatching eggs, how closely related are the chicks? It really depends, but I wouldn't really worry about it. I mean, we've got over, I don't even know, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 30, 60, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Dear Lord. Yeah, we have over 116 cages. Wow, that's a lot. I don't really know how I can consolidate any of that. That'll be something that I want to look into next year. Less cages means less time. Let's see. Very good question, but it wouldn't be an issue for you. We are very, very picky and very careful on how we do things. It's really hard to say. Maybe one generation off at the most, probably. Kasumi says, that's amazing. This is really going to help me a lot. Thanks, Zach. Not a problem. I'm glad. Alan says, Rampew, I love your life lessons, mate. It always say failing to prepare is preparing to fail. Absolutely. The Rampew thing has really helped me in a lot of different ways. If you're trying to get on board with someone, or you're trying to negotiate. So, for example, I would say that that's been one of my biggest tactics with all of my corporate accounts. We sell, we just got another account that's about 40,000 eggs every 6 months. We probably sell, I don't know, 200 to 250,000 eggs a year just to our local corporate accounts. And every time we do a contract, every time we make a deal, Rampew is always at the top of my mind. So, obviously the biggest negotiating factor is price, right? With that being said, rarely does it ever come to price. So you have to not only figure out what the company wants, which we work with a lot of, family-owned businesses or locally owned businesses. We're not really working with, we've got one. Other than the one corporate, which I hate dealing with, because it's just difficult. The rest of them are pretty much, I can talk to owners and things like that. There's always an underlying thing, whether I have to sell them on why they should have the quail eggs or why they should have our quail eggs, or rarely does it come to money. Usually it comes to recognition, advancement, or quality of life, So I take a minimum price, but I always start higher, right? So let's just say I want $1 an egg. That's not what I get, I promise. But I don't even start at $1 an egg. That's not realistic. But let's just say, for easy math, let's say I started $1 an egg. They want 10 cents an egg, right? Well, obviously, well, we'll meet in the middle. Okay, meeting in the middle never works, ever, ever, ever. My first big corporate account, I made a horrible mistake thinking, well, I'll start here, they'll start here, we'll meet in the middle. Yeah, that's not how that works. But if you use the RAMQ technique, okay, well, you ask them. So why don't you think that my quail eggs aren't worth $1 each? Well, I'm not. I just don't think the market. Well, you've never had quail eggs. You don't know what the market is, so let's try it out, right? So always have an answer to their issue. Always have a solution to their problem. For example, the last deal we set up, I got a good price on. A much better price than what I thought. Well, they came in real low. And I thought, I don't think we're going to meet. Like, they're not even close to my minimum. And I want a good deal. Because this is about an 1.5 to 2 hour drive a week. So I'm not taking what I usually take. This is a much further drive. So they bumped up their order and said, well, we'll just buy more in bulk. And I said, well, that's great, but I'm not taking that amount. So then I said, well, why don't, I've done this a few times. And I said, well, why don't you think that my quail eggs are worth it? Well, I'm not saying they're not worth it. I think they're very unique and I think we can sell them, but it's unproven. We don't know. And our competitors don't sell them either. He said, okay, well, instead of lowballing, instead of negotiating a price and not really knowing, why don't we do a trial run for 2 weeks? How about we do, I'll drop them off and then I'll take back whatever you don't sell at the end of the week. And you only pay for what you sold. After 2 weeks, we'll sit down and see if we need to do it for longer or we kind of know where we're at. Oh, okay. Well, that sounds good. Great. So how about this price? Well, I don't think we can sell them for that. How about we try? And if you can't, then that next week, I'll drop off more. Again, you're only paying for what you get. And then we'll drop the price and see if they sell better. In fact, let's do that anyway. And let's see, right? Well, I kind of wanted a 200% margin. I said, okay, well, I'm not even getting 200% margin. So, yeah. And they said, you're not? And I said, well, okay, I might be. And I said, but that's, how about we make it affordable to the clients too? So I went in, dropped some off. I don't know if you guys care. I'm just going to tell the story anyway. Anyways, dropped some off and then noticed that they were selling them for significantly higher than what we discussed. And I went over and I said, is the boss here? No, he's out. Okay. So I called and I said, hey, I'm actually in town. I was going to pick up some eggs. Oh, I forgot to call you. We sold out in 3 days. He said, oh, I wish you would have told me. He goes, yeah, I'm so sorry. I said, okay. Well, I brought more, but I'd like to talk to you first. Well, I'm getting lunch. You want to meet? Sure. So I meet him. I said, so we talked about a price, and we kind of discussed what you were going to sell them for. He said, yeah, after the first day, they were selling like crazy. So I bumped the price up twice. And I said, I feel like that's greedy, bub. Like, I'm not here to tell you how to run your business. I don't really care how you run your business. However, I don't feel comfortable with it. Like, I feel like you're making a decent amount of money on the price that we talked about. I'm making a fair, decent amount of money. I would like to talk about the drive. I'd like to bump it up a little bit just because of the drive. Obviously, you can bump yours up, but in our contract, I want to have a price that you're selling to the customers. You know what? That's really fair. Sometimes I get way ahead of myself. Cool. Yeah, I really respect that. Great, thanks. So now we have a massive account, kind of further away, which is kind of good and bad. I mean, it's annoying that I got to make the drive, but it's super cool. Kind of a big place, and at least 40,000 eggs in 6 months. Probably more. I have a feeling that he could probably buy me out all my eggs all year. I have a feeling, but we'll see. So we set up the contract, and we negotiated. The reason I told you that story is because it's all about the RAMQ. It was not about money. Turns out, he wanted to be the first in his competition to advertise local farm fresh stuff, right? He wanted to start with a delicacy, quail eggs. Had nothing to do with the money. If I thought it had to do with the money, I would have taken a horrible deal. But I wanted to find out why he was so interested. Turns out money wasn't an issue. I honestly probably could have got $1 an egg, which is ridiculous. Kind of wish I could have done it, but I wouldn't have. Oh, that would have been nice. But again, he's got to, make some money off of it, blah, blah, blah. I probably am making close to $1 an egg. However, you got to remember that I'm buying and supplying the packaging, the labels, and the drive. Let's see. $40,000. I'm gonna do some math. Hold, please. 40,000. And then that. Dear Lord. No, math is hard, everyone. Huh. Yeah, I'm making a really good deal. I mean, it's a lot more work and 4 hours a week out of my time, but I like it. It's worth it. Cool. So, anyways, when I met with him, it was all about the money. All right, well, what's the best price? Because I can get, and I said, I don't know of anyone local around you that's going to be able to supply the eggs that you're talking about. Okay, well, yeah, but this is still a gamble. So I took the gamble off the table. I had an answer to his problem. I had a solution to his problem. Then it came down to, well, I mean, it would be nice if, I guess that's how I talk, because I have some sort of different voice when I am using his voice. I don't know. But he said, yeah, but, this is kind of a gamble, and, it's going to be the first against the competition. And as soon as he said that, I thought, oh, he wants the recognition. Okay. All right. Then it turns out that this is just a stepping stone for him to get more local businesses to him. Okay. So really what he was telling me, if I listened, that he needed me more than I needed him. Because I was not interested in another corporate account, because they are very time consuming and exhausting. But it's consistent money, really good money, and I don't have to worry about hatch rates or shipped eggs or anything. Don't have to worry about any issues with the post office or anything like that. So I really hope that the RAMQ kind of helped. I'm telling you, you have to figure it out on your own. That's the details behind it. But I'm telling you, it can affect your life in massive ways. So I will answer the rest of your questions and not bother and bore you the rest of the night. Again, before I say anything else, if you could please hit that like button for me and support the channel, I'd greatly appreciate it. Charles says, RAMQ origin. My mentor from a long time ago taught me that. She taught me that as a sales manager. And then I kind of moved up the ranks. And then I was a regional manager, and she was vice president of operations. And it was a massive company. I think there was like 587 stores in the U.S. And then the year that I left, they had moved to like 4 different countries. I mean, it's a poppin' place. So she was very knowledgeable, very wise. She taught me that. I don't know where she got it from. Zach had 41 out of 60 to hatch. Jumbo Wild, all are just fine. Thanks. Wonderful. Congratulations. 41 out of 50 jumbos. I will take that. Robin C says, I learned the EG on the egg cushioned. I received my eggs. It meant Egyptian jumbos. LOL. I thought it was your employee's initials. Thank you for all the great info. No. Other than the past 2 weeks, I am the only one that collects eggs and writes on the foamers. I'm very particular about that. Unfortunately, I've had to get help this past couple weeks and not been able to be so anal is as good a word as I can use. Sullivan Homestead says, are you seeing any egg shortages soon? Nope. Not for me, anyway. Lasagna Luther says, Verna, where... Oh, not talking to me. Not talking to me. Not talking to me. Not talking to me. Chris says, hi from Arkansas. Welcome. Brian says, I like this story. Well, thank you. Christy Tudor says, do they make less eggs in winter if it's cold? They do slow down a little bit, yeah. It's mainly a light issue rather than a cold issue, because, you don't have as much light during the winter. That's usually what it is. Not talking to me. Kasumi says, that's why I keep mine in heated grill. Alan Malone says, the price here in the UK is $2.50 for a dozen eating eggs. Not sure how that stacks up to the market. Well, I was talking about $1 an egg. Typically, in a store, around here is usually around $4 to $4.50. However, the new corporate account is a much more high dollar community. So everything there is overpriced. I mean, literally driving there, gas here where I live, it's like $1.95. Gas there, $2.19. Well, I didn't get gas. I had to get gas to get home. I didn't really think that it was going to jump up that high. I go into the gas station. I was like, wow, what's the spike? And he's like, what spike? I said, in gas. He's like, what are you talking about? It's low. I said, I'm usually around $1.95 at home. He's like, we haven't seen $1.95 in years here. I said, really? So then I started looking, and I was just looking at their products, and everything was just massively more expensive. So I just went up to the clerk and I said, why is everything so high here? He said, oh, I don't buy anything. I can't afford to buy anything here. I just work here. He said, but yeah, if it ain't expensive, no one buys it around here. I was like, wow, okay. So everywhere's different. Christy says, I'm in Sweden and thinking maybe it can be something I can do, but I am not sure if lower temperatures will shut down egg production, but it will be inside. I would not worry about it and go for it. It will get below 0 at night. Will eggs be okay to hatch? I am in Ontario, Canada. As long as they don't get that cold, I would keep them at room temperature and collect about twice a day. DIY Ninja says, I'm thinking of raising over 300 quail for egg laying. Well, I have to call all of them every year and bring new stock to keep up egg production. No, you can get a breeding program together. It really depends on what you want to do. I mean, you can. I mean, keep me in business, but no, I mean, if you get your first round in, you can breed off of those for about 3 years, get some new blood, add to it. Should be fine. Chris from the Caribbean's in the house. Welcome. How is your mom doing? Much better, thank you. Matthew says, Myshire chicks hatching now. Wonderful, thank you. Not talking to me, not talking to me. Thanks for all the info, I do appreciate it, not a problem. Don Cook says, in 53 years of life and 30 years of fire service, thank you for your service, these are how I try to live. 1, always have fun. 2, golden rule. 3, never be greedy. 4, if you don't know, ask and learn. 5, to lead, you need to know how to follow. Very good lessons in life. Absolutely, I agree with all of them. Alan says, I need to sell my eggs in them posh communities then. Yeah, I'm not used to it. We'll see how it goes. It was eye-opening for me, that was for sure. So, anyways, I hope... Oh, Jay Joseph is in the house from the Caribbean. And it looks like I'm buffering, but I am done. So, I can fix the buffering for just a second. I will give it just a second. It should stop buffering, and then we will end it. All right, we should be good to go. So, I'd really appreciate if we could get to 100 likes. That would be fantastic for me. So if you've not, please hit that like button for me real quick. I'd really appreciate it. Support the channel. Welcome, India. Glad to see you here. Gina's in the house. Shipping is a pain. It is. Jeff says good evening or good night. Thank you very much. All right, so here's the deal. Next Sunday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You do not want to miss it, and you do not want to be late, because next week will be less of a live Q&A and more of a live game night. We're going to do trivia night. We're going to do all kinds of different games. The winners will get free hatching eggs from us. And then that next week, I will be taking off. That next Sunday, I will not be doing a live Q&A. I will be back for the New Year's Eve live Q&A, and I've got a lot of surprises lined up for the next couple of weeks. But a lot of giveaways, at least 10 giveaway packages next week on our live video on Sunday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You do not want to miss it. It should be a whole lot of fun, and it will test your knowledge, which is always fun for me. And not just quail. Oops. Self-sufficiency. It'll be history. It'll be all kinds of fun stuff. It'll be movies, and we'll just all kinds of fun stuff. It'll be a lot of fun. So next Sunday, 7 p.m. game night right here. I hope you enjoy. And then remember, as soon as this video is over, I will be doing going to our website and putting back on a ton of stuff that is out of stock. So watch for that. Thank you for everybody that participated and contributed and hit that like button. I need 3 more likes to feel good about myself. So if you can hit that like button for me, I need 3 more to hit 100. I'd greatly appreciate it. And then I think that is it. Congratulations to the winners we talked about at the very beginning. I think that is all. I think. I do have a couple more questions. I'll finish with those. But remember, if you're getting off now, do not miss next Sunday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, game night right here. We're going to have a ton of fun. I hope you enjoy, and I hope you win. And I will be giving away as many eggs as I possibly can for a Sunday fun day and a Christmas week. Is that for international orders also? To the Caribbean and Puerto Rico? Yes, absolutely. Now, there's going to be stipulations. Caribbean, anywhere international that I can ship to will not include free shipping because that's way too expensive. Jeff says, can't wait. Cheryl says, thank you for everything. We go into our first ever lockdown on Saturday. Your talks help some anxiety. Well, great. Best of luck to you. YRB says, eggs arrived today. Wonderful. Charles says, share everyone, please. Goodbye here. Thank you. Robin C says, 100 likes reached. Yes, they did. Thank you very much. And Kathy says, thanks for the great show. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. Again, next week will be less of a Q&A and more of a fun game night. I'm hoping that if it goes well, we do it once a month. and I'd like to do different stuff every week. So we'll do a live Q&A, we'll do a trivia night, we'll do a show and tell, you know, I don't know. We'll try stuff out. So stay with me, stay tuned, support the channel, and go to my website, myshirefarm.com, check out, and maybe order something. I don't know. Try it out. It'll be fun. Everybody's doing it. All right. Thanks, everybody. Have a great night. Stay safe, and I will see you next Sunday at 7 p.m. See you then.